have one of our graduates, is Megan Evans, who's going to come with the graduate remarks.
Okay, people. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for coming out tonight. My name is Megan, and as you can tell, I am one of the 5 graduates of this year's graduating class, which, if I may add, is CBCA's largest senior class to date. It is a great privilege and pleasure of mine to be a part of this evening's celebration and to speak to you on behalf of my classmates. I'd like to begin by giving glory to the Almighty God for making tonight's event a success. Without Him, none of us would be able to reach this milestone and stand before you all. To our principal, Ms. Tiffany Jeremiah, and our teachers, Mrs. Montague, Mrs. Francis, Mrs. Loebscher, Mrs. Cruz, Mrs. Goddard, Mr. Liberty, Mrs. James, and Mrs. Matthews. We are so very grateful for your unstinted support, vision, commitment, and patience. Lots of patience. And special gratitude to all the non-teaching staff for their valuable contributions to our school life. Parents and guardians, you all are stars through and through. Give yourselves a round of applause. To my fellow seniors, I would try to say something profound, but I know it would be forgotten in 15 minutes, so I'll just keep it real. When I first sat down to write this speech, tons of thoughts were flooding my brain. Am I going to reminisce about memories? What is the message I want to convey? Will I pass out or just blankly stare at the back wall? Truthfully speaking, I didn't think I had the guts to do this. Public speaking is not my cup of tea. But here I am. The room is packed with loved ones and well-wishers supporting us. Us. Can you believe it? Tonight is our night. I don't know about you all, but I never thought that I'd be in this position so quickly, already preparing for college. Even at the beginning of this year, college seemed like a far-off dream, and now it's rapidly approaching. Honestly, I don't know how I can be expected to spread my wings and fly into adulthood when I still feel like I'm 12. All that aside, this year has been a year of growth, and I've seen it in each and every one of us. Some of us have improved academically, some in sports, some of us have found our voices, some have learned to filter them. We've learned to set our priorities straight, learned that it's okay to ask for help, and as a result have become a close-knit little group. You guys, I am so very proud of us. We've come so far in the last 10 months. We've survived countless assignments, quizzes, tests, and school drama that made us want to rip our hair out. I will truly miss you all. I'll cherish the memory of all the high school students watching the World Cup in the lobby, jumping off the second story of our charter boat at Stingray City, nearly getting heat stroke at the intersecondary championships, or even those moments in the classroom when teachers would say, "Come on guys, you've learned this in 2nd grade," when I couldn't remember for the life of me what I had for breakfast that morning. I could go on. In all seriousness, I hope now that as this chapter comes to a close and we all go our separate ways, that we will allow God to guide us with His plan for our lives and reach our full potential. Some of your faces I might never see again, and honestly, that's a scary thought. But with that said, if there is anything I want for you to remember tonight, it would be this. Stepping into a new chapter, knowing nothing of what it will hold, is indeed a scary thought for everyone. However, there is no courage without fear. It is fear that pushes us to crack out of our shells and brave the new and unknown world that we are about to be catapulted into. My fellow graduates, stay strong, hold your head high. Remember that God is on your side. Our hard work, long hours of studying, and constant stress has finally paid off. It's time to take all the knowledge that we've gained and apply it to pursuing our future endeavors. Whether it be continuing our education or embarking into the world of work. Whatever the case may be, I wish you all much happiness and fortune. Thank you.